What happens when cut flowers run out of water? They definitely won't last as long as they could have. What happens when people run out of water? Human babies are 3/4 water. As we age, blood and tissues become more acidic, and we dehydrate until water is only 50% of our body weight. In the book, Your Body's Many Cries for Water, it says, our bodies become chronically and increasingly dehydrated from early adulthood. With increasing age, the water content of the cells of the body decreases. And the author states, in my opinion, brain cell dehydration is the primary cause of Alzheimer's disease. This man is probably older than the lady in our previous picture. He's 110. And he still has the power to be a professional woodcutter. But that's not really unusual where he comes from. The people in Vilcabamba, Ecuador, have been featured in National Geographic, Reader's Digest, Ripley's Believe It or Not, because they attain extraordinary ages. Ever since the 1950s, scientists and doctors have come to Vilcabamba to examine the people and their lifestyle to see what causes them to be so healthy and to live so long. The drug companies haven't come up with a Vilcabamba pill, but interestingly, rival companies now bottle the water in Vilcabamba. In northern Pakistan is the beautiful land of Hunza, which is legendary for healthy, athletic people in their hundreds. Ophthalmologists and cardiologists have reported their findings in books and medical journals. But some of the world's most brilliant scientific minds skipped the people and examined the water. One Nobel Prize winner spent decades studying the unusual water of Hunza with the hope that he could somehow recreate it. It was the Russians who first ran water through electricity and split it into two streams, one alkaline and one acidic. But the Japanese and the Koreans developed water ionizers that take ordinary tap water and make it like the water in Hunza and Vilcabamba. In 1965, the Japanese Ministry of Health and Welfare certified that alkaline ionized microwater helped to alleviate many conditions that would be treated with drugs in the Western Hemisphere. And today, 1 in 5 Japanese homes has some form of ionization. What is it about the water in Hunza and Vilcabamba that can only be achieved with an ionizer machine? Well, first is the pH of the water. Most tap water has a neutral pH of 7. But the water in areas of the world where people live the longest is highly alkaline. Most tap water has a positive electrical charge, but the water in these areas is negatively charged. And finally, smaller water cluster is what makes water more absorbable, more hydrating. On the pH scale, 7 is neutral. It's neither alkaline nor acidic. Most water is neutral. The pH of the body is slightly alkaline, around 7.4. But almost all body processes produce acid. So from the day we're born, the body is in a life or death struggle to neutralize acid. Muscle activity produces lactic acid. If that builds up, the pain can be severe. If uric acid builds up, it crystallizes in the joints, which produces another painful condition called gout. German biochemist Otto Warburg earned double doctorates in chemistry and medicine and won the Nobel Prize in 1931 for his research into cellular respiration, showing that cancer thrives in anaerobic, without oxygen, or acidic conditions. It's easy to test the pH of a clear liquid by using pH drops. You simply add the drops to the liquid and it changes color depending upon whether it's acidic or alkaline. Neutral is a 7 which turns green. This is water straight from the tap in Cleveland, Ohio. Because of the effectiveness of clever advertising, the public has been convinced that purified water, stripped of all its mineral content, will make them healthy and beautiful. And bottled water is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The truth is that pure water, either distilled or reverse osmosis, has a pH of 4, and it's ravaging to the human body, forcing it to pull alkaline minerals like calcium from the bones and magnesium from the muscles, including the heart, in a desperate effort to neutralize the acidity. This is the #1 best-selling brand of bottled water. Surprised? Of course, most people, especially kids, don't drink any water at all. They get their moisture from beverages. This is lemon lime soda. Yep, the bird and the dog and the horse get fresh, clean water. But we give our children acid. This is Cleveland tap water that was run through the ionizer that we saw earlier, set on the highest level. Suppose we hadn't been eating the way we should, hadn't had enough greens. Would alkaline water help us to neutralize some of that acidity? Doesn't take too much. What about our bottled water? Look at that. Let's say we've been drinking a lot of pop. Whoops. Maybe another one. It doesn't look real neutralized. Let's try some more. What would it take to neutralize that pop? More than anybody could drink. And it looks like it's turning yellow.